Hi, this is Dawn at Dawn's Astrological Vision. Stand by for Capricorn October 2015 General Forecast. Welcome back, Capricorn Sun sign, rising, and moon sign. Your ruler, Saturn, has moved into the sign of Sagittarius until 2018. This is your 12th house, and Saturn's transit of this house coincides with an important transition phase. This is a period when you meet the results of all the thoughts, actions, desires, and activities that you have engaged in during the last Saturn cycle through the other 11 houses. If this is your first Saturn transit of the 12th house during this lifetime, meaning you are around the age of 27, then the phase of life coming to an end during this period may be one which began in a past life. But in any case, it is the end of an old cycle. One often experiences discontent, confusion, disorientation, even a feeling of emotional mental confinement as the old life structures begin to collapse. In other words, those ambitions, values, priorities, activities, and beliefs that gave meaning and direction to your life are beginning to dissolve as Saturn enters the 12th house. Watch your physical energy at this time. It could be low due to the emotional drain of experiencing the utter dissolution of your entire order to make room for the birth of a new life orientation and life structure. You are waiting and preparing for the birth of the new structure, but that won't even begin to build until Saturn has crossed the ascendant, first house, or conjoins the Sun. The Sun is in the sign of Libra, your 10th house, until the 23rd. This is your career and reputation house, Capricorn. And during this time, you probably are putting more emphasis on professional and or political ambitions. This is a favorable time for those of you that are politicians and performers and those who depend upon public acclaim for your success. This is a good time to receive public support and recognition for some creative achievement or act of personal leadership. Children may receive recognition and approval for worthwhile accomplishments from their parents or teachers. This is a favorable time to approach those in positions of power and authority. Social or romantic activity may come about through your profession. However, on the 11th, there is an opposition between the Sun and Uranus. This will affect your 10th house and 4th house. Uranus is in the sign of Aries in your 4th house, and changes in your basic emotional attitudes and a desire for personal freedom and home and family life are possible outcomes from this transit. Sudden changes or new conditions can come about in family and domestic conditions. Uranus is the significator of change. Its value in our lives is to bring us abruptly to the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. On and around the 11th of the month, watch out for feelings and volatile urges to change your situation, to break old patterns and asserting your personality. You're apt to be more erratic and willful than usual, restless, dissatisfied, and rebellious towards convention. If you make a move or change your position, it can turn your life upside down and require maximum ingenuity to readjust under conditions that are in total contrast to your customary lifestyle. This aspect affects your 4th house of home, family, parents, final endings, and 10th house of career, worldly status, honors, bosses, and parental figures. This aspect only lasts a couple of days, Capricorn. Mercury goes direct on the 9th in the sign of Libra, again your 10th house, for the remainder of the month. Matters related to thought, study, communications concerning professional and business affairs should become more clear now, and there will be correspondence, telephoning, and short distance traveling, likely with employers and supervisors, and possibly with government agencies. Professional and business decision making are more favorable at this time since Mercury is direct. Venus is in the sign of Virgo as of the 8th, and this is your ninth house, Capricorn. Matters pertaining to higher education, long distance travel, religion, the law, and publishing are favored for the next 6 weeks. The new moon is in your 10th house also, the sign Libra, on the 12th. And over the next couple of weeks, there is an emotionally oriented concern with your public reputation and family status. Business and professional activity can be geared to achieve domestic security. This period could coincide with public exposure, personal public appearances, or personal recognition for achievement. Be aware around the 12th of any financial fluctuations and malfunctioning of household or business electrical systems or appliances. Watch out for a tendency to overdo things either in work or in the pursuit of objectives, which can easily lead to strain on the nervous system. On the 15th, Jupiter and Mars are conjunct in your ninth house, the sign of Virgo. Favorable Mars-Jupiter aspects bring opportunities to undertake successful journeys. Physical energy is increased and there is good coordination for participation in sports. This can be a favorable time for taking action in matters related to educational, philosophical, legal, or cultural affairs. This is a favorable time for travel, vacations, or adventure. On the same day, Mars-Jupiter conjunction trines Pluto in your sign or first house. This is the house of identity. Pluto transiting here indicates that a person's sense of self must be totally changed. Pluto in the first house brings about a deep and penetrating understanding. Your insecurity and reserve prevents you from expressing it freely. You could desperately need to listen to others' opinions of you in order to generate a new feeling about yourself. However, your very defensiveness about your sense of identity often inhibits this openness. With this favorable aspect of Mars, Jupiter, and Pluto, you can exhibit powerful concentration, a dedication to higher spiritual or social ideal, and a remarkable depth of insight into life's deeper meanings. The full moon is in the sign of Taurus on the 27th. This is your fifth house. Over the next couple of days, you will have more of an urge to have fun. The demands of your goals may be requiring more time of you than you would like to give. You are realizing that creative self-expression is a must. There could be much activity surrounding your child or children at this time. A creative project could require completion, or a romantic affair could reach a sudden realization or be seen in a different light. Capricorn, your lucky days of the month are the 1st, 9th, 10th, 19th, 20th, 28th, and 29th. This completes your October forecast. Thank you for returning, liking, and subscribing to Dawn's Astrological Vision. Capricorn, have a wonderful month. I'll talk to you next month. Bye.